really hard in high school and it paid off. It's literally paying for my college education. And even though I'm going to graduate completely debt-free, I'm still terrified of the world after graduation. Not just getting a job, but getting a good job. And paying all the expenses that come along with starting your adult life. And I would be sick to my stomach if I knew that one of those expenses was going to be my college debt. As college students, we need to be hyper aware of how much our education is costing us, and we need to have a plan for how we're going to pay for it either now or after we graduate. I know that a lot of us have scholarships, help from our parents and other relatives, but I also know a lot of people who are doing this alone, and they're going head over heels in debt and getting a degree that may or may not furnish the funds to later pay for that degree. So I'm going to explain the college debt issue, and I'm going to give a couple of ways that students can save money while they're in school. According to Time magazine, in 2010, total United States student loan debt surpassed credit card debt for the first time ever. And the average 2011 graduates and their parents had accrued about $34,000 in debt. Now, that number seems a lot worse when you consider that according to a report by NPR, almost half of college graduates are working in jobs that didn't require a degree in the first place. Although the rates of unemployment may seem relatively low for college graduates, that doesn't necessarily mean that those people are working in jobs related to their field of study or that they're even employed full-time. Now, I'm sure after graduation, most of us could probably go out and get a job as a barista or as a sales rep at Target. And those jobs may or may not pay off our student loans, but I can tell you that they probably are not going to sustain the lifestyle that we hoped for after obtaining our bachelor's degrees. Now, according to the New York Times, college debt is no longer just the issue of those people who graduate from Ivy Leagues or expensive private schools. It has become the problem of 66% of undergraduate students pursuing a bachelor's degree. 66. That's the percentage of students in undergrad who are taking out loans to pay for their school. Now, just less than 10 years ago, that same statistic was 45%. How did this happen? Is it the fault of the system? Maybe. If trends continue into 2016 as they have been, the cost of a public college education will have more than doubled in just 15 years, also according to the New York Times. So, as students, how can we help ourselves? What can we do? First of all, we can go to a school that we can afford. Second of all, we can live within our means, however meager that might be. A lot of us graduate not just with student loan debt, but also a lot of credit card debt. So we need to cut our discretionary spending. We need to start eating at home and riding our bikes and partying less. And really asking yourself, do you need that $3.50 latte a couple times a week? And do you need that new outfit for the party that you also have to buy alcohol for? Buy used textbooks. It might take a little more time and a little more effort, but it'll save you money, and it's ultimately the greener thing to do anyways. Socializing is one of our greatest costs as college students. Going to the movies, going to the bar, going out to eat with friends. If we start socializing in ways that are free, we could really start saving a lot of money. I guarantee that there's stuff going on your campus probably just about every night that's free to students. If not on your campus, then probably in your community. Finally, ask for discounts. See if the businesses you go to offer a student discount, and if they do, you can probably save 10 to 15% on your purchases. According to a study conducted by Alloy Media and Marketing, the average college student spends about $360 per month on unnecessary goods and services. We need to start making smarter decisions. We need to start critically analyzing the difference between a want and a need, and once we start doing that, we can be smarter about how we spend our money. And then hopefully we can graduate with a little bit of cash in our pockets. It's a pretty scary world when 6 months after graduating the bank starts calling your name. So be smart and make good decisions financially. Maybe that decision is to go to a more affordable college or to not go to college at all. Maybe it's to get a degree in something that has a higher guarantee of career potential. I hope that you have a greater understanding of the issue of college debt and a couple of ways that you can save money while in school. I think it's really important for us to understand this issue because it's affecting us today and probably for a very long time it will be. I think it's important that we know about it and that we know how to prepare for it.